We're looking at 1 through 6. 1 through 6 says find the degrees given the ratio. So we're going to find the degrees given the ratio. So first, before we even start, we need to look at number 1. We want to find the degrees, and the way we're going to find the degrees is by this ratio. Alright, so for us to find it, we have to isolate y. That's how we can find the degrees. We're given this ratio. So what we have here is we need to find what is the inverse of sine, which is going to be arc sine. So we have the sine of -1, which means arc sine, multiplied by the sine of y would be equal to 0.7431. From here, we have, and I'll show you why it cancels out for number 1, we have sine of -1, and then that would have a power of 1 up here, so they add up. -1 plus 1 would give us sine of 0. Then from here, anything to the 0th power is going to be 0. And one thing we forgot to add is when we multiply both one side by sine of arc sine, we have to do it to the other. This just becomes 1 times y. So we have y is equal to arc sine of 0.7431. So right here, your calculator does the rest of the work for you. So all you do is you do 0.7431 second arc sine, and you get y is equal to 48, because it'll round up by the 10th place. So our degree for number 1 is 48.00. Alright, so that is the reason, -1, with the exponent rules, that's why they're able to cancel out. But now that we know that, we're not going to show that, we're just going to assume we know it. So we have right here our ratio, we have our degrees, and we want to isolate our degrees. That's how we're going to get it. So first we're going to multiply by arc sine. To both sides. Right here, the sine and the sine will cancel each other out, so we have A is equal to the sine, or arc sine, of 0.6820. Right here, you just type it into the calculator. 0.6820 second sine, and again we get here would be 43 degrees. So A would be 43 degrees based off of the ratio. Alright, we're looking at number 3 now. Number 3, we're using cosine, but the steps are exactly the same. So the inverse of cosine would be arc's cosine. So we have arc cosine multiplied by cosine of c, which is equal to, we multiply one side by arc cosine, so we have to do the other. For what happens here is these cancel out, so we're at c is equal to arc cosine of 0.9877 right here. 0.9877 arc cosine would give you 8.9, so let's just check it again. 0.9877 second cosine gives you 9. So C here would be 9 degrees. All right. And I know I forgot to do it this time. This was our degrees, and this was our ratio. So let's not forget about it here. This is our ratio, and this is our degrees. Alright, in order for us to work on this one, we have to do our inverse operation of cosine, which is going to be arc cosine. So the cosine arc multiplied by cosine of b is equal to arc cosine. So from here, it cancels out. We get our angle b is equal to the cosine of -1 times 0.8829. From here, we get 0.8829 second cosine. We get 28 degrees. So b is equal to 28 degrees. Number 5, we're working with the function of tangent, which is no different than what we've been working with. So, only thing different is that we have to use tangent. So we have to first get rid of tangent because we want to isolate our angle, C. And we want to use this ratio with the function of tangent. So here we do the tangent of -1, which is arctan, multiply the tan of C. It's equal to arctan of 0.8391. These cancel, so we're left with C is equal to arctan of 0.8391. And here, our calculator, we would just finish this up, and we would do second, oops, not second, 0.8391 second tangent. We would get C is equal to 40. So this would be 40 degrees. All right. And just to finish this off, we're going to do number 6. So number 6, we're doing the same exact thing, just with tangent. So this is our angle. And this is our ratio. We want to isolate our angle. So we have right here arctan multiplied by the tan of C is equal to arctan of 0.8391. Cancels. We get C is equal to the arctan of 0.8391. And in your calculator, finish this one off. We get 0.8391 second tangent. You get 40 degrees. Let's just make sure we did that right. So we have right here again 0.8391 second tangent. We get 40 degrees. So C is equal to 40 degrees. All right. And that's how you do 1 through 6 on your homework.